Hey friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kenzie Sexton and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Dakota. Today for Tech Tip Tuesday, I'm going to be showing you around Quizlet. So let's get started. When you go to Quizlet.com, this is your home screen. You do have the option to upgrade your account. Up here it does say upgrade to teacher. It's $3 a month. I'm honestly all about saving money, and I honestly don't really feel like I need that. So that is not something I do, and I won't be able to show you in that because I have not upgraded to that account. But I'm going to show you how to use the basic free version of Quizlet. So the first thing you can do is you can search for Quizlets you want to use, and by Quizlet it's pretty much just like a flashcard set. So if you're searching for one, you're finding one that somebody else has already made. It's not guaranteed that all the information you need is in that, but there are a lot that match what you'll need. You can also browse. If you click browse, they have it split up into categories, so it's easy to look through. And then you have the option to create. Before we do that, I want to show you some things on the side here. Settings is the first one that you would do if you're not doing premium, because I would not use either of these two because that's mostly for premium. Home is where I'm at now. Settings is the next one that I would use. Here you can choose your profile pictures. You can upgrade if you'd like to. You can have night mode where it makes the screen dark. You can turn that on and off. You can select if you're a teacher or student. You can choose the language you'd like to use, connect with Google, connect with Facebook, change your email or password, change your username. Down here is your email preferences. Because there are games, sometimes you can set high scores, so if your student wants to be notified if their high score has been beaten, you can set that up on here as well when someone beats your high score. And then you can also choose when you want the reminders, the study reminders, if you have something you need to study for. And then down below, you can choose how you will appear on Quizlet. So if you want it to show that you're online at the time, if you want them to show your real name on Quizlet, or if you want to show up in Google search results. That's mostly for decks that you've created, Quizlets you've created, so that others can use them as well if they search for that topic. So you can choose those that you want to use, and then right here you can delete account if you need to. The sets are any that you've created, the Quizlet sets you've made. So here I can show the recent ones I've used, the ones I've created, and then any that I've studied. You can also create folders if you would like to organize yours into different classes. The classes down here would be if you're adding students, but again, you'd have to upgrade for that teacher account, so I'm not going to do that. So next I'm going to take you through how to create a Quizlet. So I'm going to click on the create button up top, and this is how you would start a Quizlet. So the first thing it will ask is to enter the title. So what is the information you're covering? You can see I already had the Northeast and the Midwest in there. We will do the Southwest region, which is really only 4 states. And we'll say this set reviews the capitals and abbreviations of the Southwest region. Then down here you can see you can import from Word, Excel, Google Docs. If you already have any of your information typed out, that's an easy way to add them into your Quizlet. You can change who it's visible to and who it's edited by. So I typically leave it so nobody else can edit it but me, so I know it's correct. And then I will allow it to be visible to everyone because if someone wants to use it, that's awesome. You can flip the terms and definitions. So like with this, I'm not necessarily using terms and definitions. I'm using like states and then capitals, or states and abbreviations. So you can flip that to practice different ways. And then there are shortcuts for them as well that you can learn. You can add an image here if you would like for yours. I'm not going to do that. I don't really ever do that. And then here is where you would type them out. So at the top you can see you can edit the fonts in the premium, the colors in the premium. You can turn off suggestions, but that is in that teacher account. So here is where you would enter the term that you want them to learn. So for me, it's just going to be the states. So we have Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Arizona. Those are the 4 states in the Southwest region. So then I'm going to go through and add the capitals in. And it does make suggestions for you, as you can see, which is nice. Sometimes I'll go in and add images. So to add an image, I typically search it and save it onto my computer. So I'll show you how I would probably do this one. I would search capital of Texas. I go images. Capital of Texas on a map. I would probably pick an image like this where you can see the state and then where the capital is at. I would just save the image to my desktop, and then I would go over here, click on the image, and then choose which image I'd like to upload. As you can see, it will also give you suggestions as well if you have not saved your own. It depends what you're doing. With the idea that's like this, where it's a little bit simpler, they do have a lot of the good options available, but like you can see, that same picture I can't find for New Mexico right now, so I'd have to search that. So you can do it that way, and then you could add more cards if you want. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to click create. Normally I would add in the abbreviations, but I'm going to leave it there for right now. Then you can share through emails, but I found it's easiest to share using the link. So all you have to do is click copy the link, and then you can share it on Google Classroom, on Remind, which I used both of those last year with my students. So that was a really easy way to share the information with my students. You can post it anywhere else if you're using a different type of tool to share information. And then again, you can add the class folder to share it to on here. I'm not going to do those right now, but those are great options. I do normally share them on Google Classroom and on Remind for students to practice. So it comes up as flashcards, so you'll see the state and you can click it to see the other side. See the state, flip it to see the other side. You can flip through them all like that. You can make it full screen if you'd like, and then go back. You can shuffle them there as well. You can choose the learn option. This is where it makes you go through them and choose the correct answers until you've done it. I think it's twice. So like Santa Fe would be New Mexico. Got that right. Phoenix, Arizona. Austin, Texas. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So I'm familiar with 4 because I've gotten them right once. To continue, I'm going to press any key. Now it's going to have me type them. Once I type the answer, I'll answer it. It's correct. Now I've mastered it. So then you can see, congratulations, you've learned everything. So that's a really great studying tool for students to use. It does also have the right option where you would type in the answer to all of them. If they don't know, they can click don't know and it will just remember that they skipped that. At any time you can go down to the options and then it will pull this up and you can have it do different things. So instead, if you wanted to see the state name instead of the capital, all you have to do is click and switch it to the definition. You can also turn on audio and you can start over as well. The spell is where they will speak it to you. So if I click on this, they have to click on the speaker.
Texas.
You hear the word Texas. You see that the capital is Austin and you see the image. Now you have to type it. So it's a great way to work on spelling words too. If you'd like to use this for spelling class, that would be a great tool. The students can take a pretest here. If they click on that, it shows the capital, the picture, and then they have to type in the state. Again, you can switch options and switch what they are using. So here we're doing the term. You can switch it to definition if you'd like. And then also you can print the test if you'd like. Does not have to be digital. Now for the fun stuff that the students love. They have the option to play the matching game where it will bring up all the cards and it will time you off to the side and you have to drag the state to the capital city and then it will disappear. And then it stops your time. I do that as a competition in my classroom a lot. A lot of times I'll just have them show me their time, but it would be really easy to have them post it to the leaderboard as well if they're playing off this. And then my student favorite, the game Gravity. So in this game, meteors fall down. You can choose if you want to study all of them or specific ones because you can star some that you just want to specifically work on. So we're going to do all. The difficulty, medium is probably okay to start at. Hard is really fast. If you have a student that really does not know the information, then I would start on easy. And then you can choose if you want them to be doing definition, term, or both. If you click random, it'll be both. And then I'm going to click let's go. And you're looking for the red asteroids. If you miss a term twice, you'll be done. So you can't miss it more than twice. If it turns red, you have to get rid of it. So it'll fall down. It'll say Oklahoma. So I have to type in Oklahoma City before it touches the bottom and you'll see it disappears. So it also works on typing skills as well. So off to the side, I'm going to pause this because you can pause it off to the side. Great tool as well. They'll have different levels, so it will speed up or show up in different ways per level. And then the score off to the side, that's another competition we used in our classroom, and the students absolutely loved it. At the bottom, you can add the set to classes or folders. If you create those, you can edit it, you can share it, you can see the information on it, you can view your class progress under the teacher mode. And then down here you can customize them, see the scores. You can print them, which is a great tool if you want them to have a physical copy. You can combine some, export it, or embed it, or delete your folder. And then down at the bottom, you can see how I've done as well. So this is a great resource. My students absolutely love using it. There are many great ways to use Quizlet in the classroom. You can use it to review or practice any content that you've taught in the classroom. You can use it for vocabulary. It has a bunch of great study games or activities for students to use. You can also use it for student choice to give them the option of how they think they can best study. And a feature that a lot of students really love is the live feature, where students can compete against each other. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would also love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks for watching.